Kat Sackett and Maddie Vaughn.
By the way, I think we just got our YouTube stream going here. So we will tweet that out to everyone. As now we have our 3-hole hitter for the Tigers. And that's usually Hannah Hackney. And I'm not sure if that is right now. Can you tell who that is?
I believe Hannah is, it looks like Hannah's on deck. That looks
Capra.
like Lisa Capra.
So Capra will dig in. I beg your pardon. Capra usually is the 3-hole hitter, and she'll chop this one off the third baseman's glove. Picked up at short, and that's going to be a single. So Tigers looking good here in the first inning.
Brings up Hannah Hackney, runners on the corners.
Off the third baseman's glove, picked up at short.
Hannah, she committed to a junior college earlier this year for softball. Very powerful hitter. Great number of home runs in the season.
That one will go wide. Now, Hannah Hackney, as you said, a lot of power for this Tiger team. Tigers have averaged almost a home run per game over the course of the season.
Even on the regional day, almost as if every Erie player hit a home run that day. That's how it felt. That one low. Runner goes to second. And Capra plays with her and gets to second base. Kind of had a little stop and go there.
2 in scoring position now.
Hannah Hackney with the runners in scoring position is very dangerous. These outfielders playing very deep, respecting that. Up high, and there's a walk there for Hackney with the bases loaded for Kara Kovets. Now, Kara earlier this week partially got injured during a scrimmage, but power through here to help this Tigers team.
Yeah, and she got hit right where you don't want a player to get hit when they're in the middle of a hot streak as Aaliyah Brand comes in as a pinch runner.
This Leaf got hit in the elbow.
Got hit right in the elbow, took an inside pitch off that elbow, and Coach Simmons, one thing he said is, she was bothered by it, and she's a tough kid, usually doesn't show that she's ever bothered by any injury, so when she kept showing that she was bothered by it, you knew that something might be wrong. They sent her to the hospital for x-rays. Those were negative, thankfully, and so she's out here today.
Kara on the regional day hit 3 home runs, so hopefully she can keep that hot streak. That one there for a strike. Pitch coming in, and hits this, and caught by the infielder. Runners stay where they're at, 1 down. That brings up Sloan Kihos here. Sloan, a junior on this Tigers team, really playing well this year. Second baseman. That one high.
Pitch into Sloan. This one is laced to center. That's going to score 2. The throw will come in to the plate, and it's safe for Brand. Now runners get to third. Nope, there's the first out of the inning.
The second out.
Excuse me, second
That's
out.
All right. But it's still 3-0 Erie Tigers with a runner in scoring position. Sloan Kihos there with a double.
This one is laced to center. That's going to score.
That brings up Jade Phillips.
So Tigers starting off strong here.
That one there for a strike.
How did Hannah Hackney get
think they tagged her at third.
I'll pitch into Jade, and she will twist and foul this one.
1-1. Sorry, 0-2. Sorry, I thought the first one was the ball. Jade, a senior, playing basketball this year in the winter. Very athletic. That one there just outside.
Folks, we are trying to figure out the reason for our scoreboard not appearing. As that's the third out of the inning. Well, it's a good time to take a break anyways. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
I'm gonna put on some sunscreen. I just feel like the left side of my face is getting absolutely just. You don't have them. We do. I don't throw them off. You don't have to. I don't throw them off. Hey, not me. Not me. That's my younger son.
I agree. We can't get the scoreboard.
The boy was live on my new phone. Oh, it's 4-0. I thought it was 3. Well, never mind. 4-0. Oh, 3. Oh, 3. I should be talking, but I'm getting frustrated.
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. We cannot get our scoreboard up for some reason on our NFHS. I don't know if they've changed the software since we used it last year, but it's just not allowing us to do that. So we'll try and keep you as up to date as possible. 4-0 here. Tigers lead it after 1 inning of play. As that one is taken for a strike. Tigers got out of the inning 1-2-3.
4-0 now for the Tigers.
Loveland will wheel and fire, and that one is upstairs, and that'll be a walk. So leadoff walk given here to Pueblo County. That'll send the next batter to the plate.
Yeah. Cool.
Now a quick little discussion there between pitcher and catcher. By the way, that was Anna Palomar with the walk. And we have a very difficult time kind of seeing the numbers this far away out here, but it's helped us kind of simplify things a little bit. Loveland, a 1-2-3 inning in the first, a walk here to lead off. Here goes a bunt, and did that hit her in fair territory?
Yes.
And I don't think it did. I think the umpire said it hit her while she was still in the box.
Looked like she hit her and she was already running. But from our view, it might have been still in the box. Coach Simmons there to talk it over.
So still alive here. 5-hole hitter for Pueblo County. This one inside out. It past a diving Sloan Quijas. That's the first hit of the game for Pueblo County. And now 2 aboard. That one's Skylar Strazia.
Loveland trying to settle in here. Trying to find her spots early.
And it is 3-0, by the way. There was a scoreboard mistake. We thought it was 3-0. We looked back, the scoreboard said 4-0, and that's why you see that. This one's bunted. Foul. So first 2 aboard here for County in the top of the second. 3-0 lead for Erie. Pitch is bunted up the line and just foul as Capra will snare it to quickly ensure that it is indeed foul.
Good work there by Capra to not let it go back over the line. There have been bases loaded there. Tigers trying to find a double play at least here.
Morgan Pantaleo, the batter here. And she takes that one for a ball. Pantaleo here at the 6-hole, 369 hitter. Pueblo County as a team hitting 357 on the year. 12 home runs as that one is fouled back into the screen. You get to state, you see a lot of good teams, and certainly Tigers have been tested early in state tournaments in which they've still made deep runs. Pantaleo grounds this to Weber, goes to third the short way, and Hackney's not able to hold on. And so an error will load the bases with nobody out for Pueblo County.
Tigers trying to turn 4 here, trying not to let a run score. Really trying to keep everything in front of you.
Now Leah Rivera, the new batter here for the Hornets. Rivera, 324 hitter. She has a couple bombs on the season, so got to be careful with her here. Tigers, I don't think, have decided to bring their infield in yet. I think they're going to bring the corners in and keep the middle of the infield kind of at that double play depth. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. There goes the delivery, and this one is looped down the line and fair. That was a sing-eye single. That's going to score 2. No, just 1 as they get it into the infield quickly. And so Rivera, with an RBI single, will score the first run of the game for Pueblo County.
That one hard to field. It was tailing foul. Once it hits the ground, it's just going to roll straight down the hill up into the dugout there. So fortunate there, just right over the head of Katsak and trying to play a little short there.
Yeah, just perfectly placed. Now to the 8-hole hitter with the bases still loaded for County. Three to 1 here, top of the second. Not sure why our scoreboard isn't showing. We have it on our preview screen, so we just apologize for that for those of you watching on the NFHS network. And upstairs, taking 4 ball. Loveland will wheel and fire. Going in there.
This one now trying to just minimize damage. Still, bases loaded. Anywhere's a force out. Loveland deals. And that one is high again.
Curious situation here for the Tigers. Pitch upstairs, and it's a bases loaded walk, so an RBI walk, and the nerves may be getting here to the sophomore Loveland.
Tigers trying to regroup here. Still up 3-2, but really trying to just minimize the damage here. Play smart. Well, I mean, this Tigers team this year has been really solid on defense. Really not a lot of errors this year. Really composed on defense, but just letting a couple of hits by, and then just one drop ball really kind of let this go. still with bases loaded with no outs here. 3-2. That one in there for a strike.
Much needed there for Loveland. Little conference on the mound, you know, trying to settle her down. Big swing and a miss there. Tri-Valley is always tough, and a lot of times we see teams that have really great batting average from other conferences come in here and just get shut down. Pueblo County hanging tough. This one is fouled back.
In the Tri-Valley with Holy Family, Frederick, and Holy Family unfortunately didn't make it. Just didn't have their best day at the regionals. But even Frederick, great softball team, just really keeping it competitive.
Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the first out of the inning. That was Morgan McCabe. So one away, bases still loaded. We're back to the top of the order here. Fly out to right field was Abby Padilla in her first at-bat.
Still playing the corners short and having Sloan Kiosk and Morgan Weber back. Loveland deals there for another strike. Strike 2-1 here.
And again, here's a bit wide, strike zone. Tough right now for Loveland to negotiate. That one is chopped to third. Good snag by Hackney. Comes home and gets the force at home.
Great heads up there by Hannah Hackney, knowing she could have just tagged third, but making sure that she gets that runner at home out. Keep that 3-2 lead. 2 down. Still bases loaded, though, for Pueblo County.
They've had bases loaded, it seems like, for 10 minutes now. Pitch. That one lasered into the outfield. That's going to score 1. And getting it in quickly is Jade Phillips. And so an RBI single ties the game. And these Pueblo County hitters, they have gotten solid contact here today. Now the delivery is chopped at and missed. That was Kaylin Mares, by the way, with the hit. This one into shallow center, not even quite, as Weber will camp underneath it. So that'll do it here in the inning. We're going to take another timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. Okay.
Do you have an idea?
And welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. Bottom of the second now for the Tigers. As this one is swung on, hit pretty well toward the gap, off the glove of the center fielder. Rounding first, heading into second is Hunter. And Hunter with a double here to start the second inning. So good start here for the Tigers after they surrendered 3 and were square in the second. And that's going to be the issue for the Tigers. Can the pitching and the defense hold up throughout the day?
Brings up Morgan Weber now. County now regrouping. I think this game's going to come down to maybe the battle of the defenses. Even with those 2 innings, it showed that both teams can swing the bat. So just a matter of fact of who can really make those plays on defense. Okay. That's my legs hurt.
So Pueblo County wanted to talk things over again before things maybe got a little bit out of control. As that pitch is into play, it was kind of an awkward little grounder. And then quickly back to second was Weber, was Hunter.
And that's now we got top of the order. Now we got Matty Vaughn back up. And it was a little awkward there. Weber thought it was going to stay foul, but then it was ruled in play.
Matty Vaughn had the double early in this one to lead off the bottom of the first. See if she can put another charge into one.
That one low in the dirt for ball 1.
Anyway, Abby Padilla, the starting pitcher here for Pueblo County.
Also the leadoff hitter too.
Padilla, 3.61 ERA. This one is hit high to right, settling underneath it. And making the play for out number 2 is Sheridan Houston. So now 2 gone here in the inning after the fly ball to right. And that'll bring Kat Sackett to the plate. Kat singled to right last time. She'll swing through that one, and then an error by the right fielder allowed Matty Vaughn to score. Good pitch that time by Padilla.
That one outside there. 2-1 now. Kat Sackett.
Pitch into Sackett. Fouled back into the screen. Sackett displayed some of that power last weekend in regionals.
Hitting a grand slam last weekend against George Washington, winning that game 20-0 in the 3rd inning.
Delivery, this one sliced foul for Sackett.
Good battle here from Kat Sackett. 2-2 count.
Kat, 3 home runs on the year. And that one, they'll say a little bit maybe high and inside.
3-2 count.
down the line and foul.
Sackett trying to keep this roll going for these Tigers. Delivers.
This one lifted to shallow. Left again and just foul again. And Kyle Cooper in the vicinity of. Good job by Sam to switch to that camera. We got a kind of a left field dugout camera, a right field down the line camera. This one chopped to center. They're gonna send the runner. Here comes Hunter to the plate. She's in. They'll throw to second, and Sackett will sneak in there. And so an RBI single.
Double.
No, just a single there for Cat Sackett.
RBI single with the throw to home. My bad. It's all right. But now we got Elise Capper coming up. Still 2 outs. Last week at regionals, scored 9 runs off of 2 outs. So hopefully we can get that going here. Strike there. 0-1.
Think of this Pueblo County pitcher Padilla so far.
He's been really solid hitting spots, but it's been really close to closing out a few at bats, but just leaving a few out there for the Tigers to snatch up and hit some good hits in the outfield there. At least on the year, also committing to Fort Hayes for softball, being a catcher.
Just so many college players have come through this program for Coach Simmons, going back to Coach Bledsoe. Just fun sport to be a part of if you're anywhere around Erie. This one, a hot shot down the line, but foul.
I mean, you can find Tigers players all around the country. With Allie Romy coming through Erie softball in the California. Rio Sanchez last year going to Central Arkansas. Have some girls still in state.
This one pulled foul again. Tigers have been a little bit early here and there at bats. As Kyle Cooper giving us the thumbs up. He's okay, as that one was hit right at him.
He's got them reflexes.
There goes the pitch, and that one is
fouled off into the catcher's face mask.
Capra will stay alive here, and I think actually the Pueblo County coach will come and make sure that the catcher is okay. The dugouts are quite a bit of ways from the plate. Kind of an abnormally long walk from dugout to home. Pitch is turned on and ripped but foul.
Still a little early on those releases there. Trying to time that, but really a little earlier. These Tigers need to start adjusting to the pitches here.
Delivery high and wide. Padilla trying to battle here with 2 outs. Capra digging in. Padilla wheels and fires. Capra sends one. Foul again. Well, she's on her just a little bit early. I think Tigers maybe used to a little bit quicker of a pitch, and they have been pulling the ball an awful lot.
2-2 count.
This one is golfed into right. That's dangerous, and it's going to glance off the right fielder's glove. 1 run will score. Here comes Capra into third. The throw will come into the infield, and they'll stop Capra at third. And so Elise Capra put it in play, and when you do that, good things happen. It was a tough play for the right fielder, but she had the glove on it and just couldn't squeeze it.
Brings up Hannah Hackney now. Again, very powerful hitter. Really great with runners in scoring position. Couple of bombs on the year.
5 home runs for Hackney, a .370 average.
Powerful hitter.
Delivery into Hannah, and that one is upstairs. So Tigers, after relenting 3, have retaken the lead.
Came back with 2 runs with 2 outs.
Pitch into Hannah is low. Hannah saw that one clear all the way.
And a great eye there. She lays off the good ones, mostly. Lays off, doesn't really chase anything.
That one is a strike in at the knees. We can actually hear the umpire call that. A very delayed sign, so you'll probably see that confuse us from time to time. But loud enough for us to hear as Hackney swings over the top, and now a couple strikes.
2-2 count. Trying to dig in here.
Delivery taken wide for a ball.
Full count. Third baseman playing really short.
This one is lifted to center, another long run, but that time it will be put away for the 3rd out. So the Tigers, they score a couple. We will head to the top of the 3rd here on the Erie Tiger Network. Go show Kyle's camera. He's got a good shot always between innings. Send it to the live. You're not on it.
What charges Kyle's iPad at? It's Peter. It's Brooks.
Excuse me, welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Caleb Humble, along with the rest of the Tiger crew with you. Sam Arona, our producer here today, Cody Yop, Kyle Cooper, and Peter Brooks, all cameramen, as that one is hit to Weber. She'll glove it cleanly across the diamond, and in time for the Tigers. Good play there.
Weber is such a great fielder. She's always consistent. Really getting the really fast time from glove to hand to throw that to first.
6-3 on the putout, and that'll send Skylar Strayer off. She whips one into left. So another single for her. She's 2 for 2 on the day. That'll bring Morgan Pantaleo to the plate. Pantaleo on the year, or excuse me, on the day, reached on an error.
Logan trying to settle in here. Deals.
This one pulled past a diving Weber into the gap in center. That's going to roll to the wall, and it will roll underneath the wall. And that will actually help out Erie, as that will force the runner to stop at third. So a ground rule double by Pantaleo, and now 2-on with only 1 out here for Leah Rivera.
Each pitch swung on the first pitch, so Ludwin is trying to settle in, but trying to find those spots that they're not going to get a good bat on it.
pitch in there for strike. Caleb Humble's actually going to go retrieve the balls. This is flared into shallow right. That's going to fall in front of Kovitz and then bounces by her. 2 runs will score. She'll throw into second, not in time. And so a 2-run double for Rivera, and the Tigers defense surrendering runs left and right here. That was just a little blooper out to left, and it was between Quijas and Kovitz, and then as it bounced, it took a hard turn right, and Kovitz had it go by her. 2-run score. Now Trujillo, she walked in a run her last time up. Pitch is upstairs for a ball. 0-1 the count. Well, he said Pueblo County, a pretty good hitting team. They've surrendered a lot of runs, and that's what we've seen so far. Trujillo, or excuse me, Loveland pitches that one out wide. Now 2-0. That one underneath the knees. Now 3-0. Trujillo walked her last time up. See if Loveland can get her here. That one inside, and so it's another walk. And that'll bring up Morgan McCabe. Who struck out her last time up, the 9-hole hitter. And this is big here for Loveland. She needs this out.
Alyssa Barnett already warming up on the side.
This one's bunted. Picked up by second quickly to first, and they'll get one out, but that does move both runners up. So a sack bunt.
2 outs now. Runners to second and third with the leadoff hitter.
That's Abby Padilla, the starting pitcher. Loveland taking her time here. She'll twist, fire. This one hit sharply right at Quijas. Off of her glove, rolls into the outfield. 1 run will score. They'll stop the runner from second, and Pueblo County takes the lead. So an error on Quijas keeps the inning going and gives Pueblo County a 6-5 lead. That'll bring up Kaylin Mares, and she will swat this one right to first. Sackett bobbles, and she can't get it. Another error, and the Tiger defense is betraying them. That was a tailor-made play, and Sackett just couldn't hold on to it. Now Coach Simmons wants to have a meeting of the minds around the pitcher circle. Actually, he's going to talk with the umpire, and the rest of the players are going to get together and meet. Now it's a 7-5 Pueblo County lead. And for the second time already, Pueblo County has batted through the lineup in an inning. This is the one player I've yet to identify, and it's the 3-hole hitter. Her 3rd time to the plate. She's flown out to center, flown out to short, and she will fly out, I believe, again to short, and she does. So we'll take another break here. Tigers, they trail it as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here on the Erie Tiger Network.
It's number 23.
And welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. Not going to oversaturate you with commercials because we're a little bit limited today because we're using NFHS software. And for those of you listening for free on YouTube, as that one is pulled foul as Karakovitz comes to the plate on the first pitch. Kovitz flew out to third, or popped out to third her first time up. This one grounded, but foul down the third base line again.
Tigers still look they're swinging early. We got to start looking to adjust here.
Sometimes a way you can help that, move up in the box. The pitch will get in on you quicker. This one hit a ton. It's going to go back. Is it fair? No, it is foul. Caleb Humble showing signs of PTSD again.
Just like last week, at Regionals, Kira hit a ball that probably would be going over the baseball fences. And it was tailing foul, and they called it foul even though it looked like it was very fair. So
Kara takes that one underneath the knees. There's no foul pole here at these fields. It's just a white fence that designates it's right on the foul line. And I think that's what actually got that umpire into some trouble last year when Foster hit that one, is it landed maybe 3 or 4 inches to the left or in foul territory, but the thing easily crossed fair territory. I mean, there was no doubt about it in almost everyone's mind. This one is roped and caught in left. That was a laser beam. That was going to hit the fence on the fly, and it was still gathered in, playing real deep that time for Pueblo County. Able to make that play was Jacqueline Trujillo. And Cody Yop said that one might be going over. That was close.
Karakovitz may not look like it, but she actually is one of our most powerful hitters. That one slammed right in the middle for Sloan Quijas.
Yeah, first pitch, and Quijas just dumped it into center. And so a 1-out single here for the Tigers. That'll bring up Jade Phillips, the lefty, batting out of the 7-hole today. And this one up the middle, and Jade's going to get on. So Tigers being aggressive here on the first pitch.
Trying to take Pueblo County's little idea of swinging on the first pitch. That's how they got some runners in scoring position last inning. 2 runners on, first and second. For, I believe that's Katie Hunter. Up high for a ball. 1-0, 1 out.
Hunter takes that one in the dirt. It's going to get away. Both runners will move up easy. So Quijas into third, Phillips into second. Pretty good throw down to third by the catcher, but not in time for the speedy Quijas. So now 2 in scoring position for Hunter. She doubled her last time. Takes right down Broadway for a strike that time. Tigers trail it here 5-7. Tying run out there at second. Nervy times always in the state playoffs. Pitch upstairs, taken for a ball. They tried to get Hunter to chase way up top.
Hitters count now, 3-1.
This one is hit well to the gap. That's going to drop. Both runs will score. Cut off in the outfield. They'll throw it in quickly, and a 2 RBI single for Katie Hunter.
That's going to tie it up at 7-all. That ball was actually coming right at us here, and we could say it was. We could see it was going to go down, and good awareness from Jade Phillips to make sure that ball went down before they could figure that out, and she got home from second.
Morgan Weber, who grounded into a fielder's choice, and actually they're going to have a meeting at the mound. I don't know if we're going to have a pitching change or just a little discussion. 7-7 here. So you get popped in the mouth and you hit him right back if you're Erie. That's a good feeling.
And you still got 1 out here with a base runner on, Katie Hunter, speedy Katie Hunter. Now you got Morgan Weber, more contact hitter, really trying to place it instead of just going for just power. But after that, you got the top of the lineup with Maddie Vaughn, so not a bad switch off there.
Hey fans, don't forget to follow us on social media. You can like the Erie Tiger Network Facebook page. You can also follow us on Twitter at Erie Tiger Net. Check us out online, erietiger.network.com. So Morgan Weber, she's going to show bunt, lay it down, but foul.
Trying to advance the runner, Katie Hunter, there to second base. Trying to get her in scoring position. She's dangerous to scoring a home. With Maddie Vaughn with a couple of rips in the outfield, but one of them caught one of them down for an error.
There goes the runner. That's a good throw, and the tag is made just on the brim of the helmet, I think. Hunter got thrown out, and that's the second out of the inning.
You don't see a lot of those where Tigers get thrown out of a kickoff.
That was a good tag by the shortstop, who I initially thought was going to overrun the play. Now Weber with 2 outs. Dribbles this one to the pitcher, on to first, and that will end the threat. So Tigers tie it up here in the inning. While we have a moment, how about having all your insurance needs under one roof? Let State Farm's Jeannie Hulse take care of all your insurance needs. Jeannie's been serving the Erie community for almost 15 years and would like to serve you as well. Give Jeannie a call today at 303-828-4002 or visit online at jeanniehulse.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, Caleb, it's been a perfect day for softball out here. Of course, you kiddos get to miss some school. That's always got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a good day to miss it. I mean, it's no clouds in the sky, perfect temperature. It's just a beautiful day to come have some softball. A little bit of breeze, but nothing much to cause anything. So coming down to Aurora is awesome to watch these Tigers trying to make a run here.
Sorry, we're just testing some software.
At least for the start. We still have Alyssa Barnett warming up on the side.
Loveland staying in, as you said, and here we go, 4th inning.
Ball upstairs there. Really losing Maddie Leach this year was really not intended here from these Tigers. Really trying to bring her up, trying to bring Loveland and Alyssa Barnett up because Maddie Leach is our ace pitcher here. As the ball fouled off, 1-1.
Anna Palomar has walked and grounded to short in her 2 times up. As it has been back-to-back innings that Anna Palomar has led up, or excuse me, back-to-back-to-back innings now that Palomar has led off the inning. Means they batted 4 through 3 in the lineup 2 innings in a row after being set down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Loveland down and dirty.
Trying to get her to chase there on a 1-2 count, now 2-2.
7-7. All square here in the top of the 4th. Loveland delivers. This one is lifted to third, actually towards short, and Hackney came over and made the play. And so 1 out here in the inning. That'll bring Skylar, and I got her name wrong last time. Let me just double check the roster here. Skylar Strazia to the plate. Wrote it down sloppily on my scorecard and couldn't read it.
That went in there for a ball.
Strazia has singled both times. I believe both times right up the middle. one misfired. I think that was actually thrown behind Strazia.
Two-0 count for Loveland.
Loveland wheels, fires, and that one is framed up nicely by Capra for a strike. Now 1-2. Big pitch here for Loveland. She hasn't been able to get Strazia out. Strazia has kind of been the catalyst for, that one is up top, has been a catalyst for the rally.
3-1. Loveland deals. Sorry, that was a 2-1. Now it's 3-1 count. Or 3-2. I believe they called another one a strike. 3-2 with one out here for Loveland.
Full count pitch is slapped into the screen.
Loveland looking a little more comfortable now, trying to find her spots. Upstairs for ball 4. Runner on first with one out.
So now, once again, Strazia finds her way on. And Pantaleo, who's reached on an air and then doubled as that pitch gets away from Capra. Oh man, the Tigers just defensively today have struggled. And hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them. Marina Bird, Caleb Humble, Sam Arona, Cody Yop, Kyle Cooper, Peter Brooks all with you here today as part of a full ETN crew. That one is sliced toward the dugout.
Cat trying to chase it down, kind of lost it, and couldn't turn around in time.
Important couple batters coming up here for Loveland. Loveland fires. This one is stung to center. Coming up is Vaughn. She'll make the basket catch. And Vaughn, who took a step back and then read that it was going to be short. That's always the toughest when it's hit straight at you. And luckily Vaughn able to recognize it, get to it quickly, and puts it away for out number 2.
As an outfielder, you want to always take that first step back, just in case if a ball might be coming sailing over your head. As you take that first step forward, you're not going to be able to make it because change your momentum completely. But like you said, those balls that come right to you, those are the hardest ones because it's really hard to judge.
Pitch is grounded up the middle. That's going to hit the bag at second. Hops into the outfield. Here comes a throw to the plate. Not in time. Runner will scoot into second, and an RBI again for Rivera. That's her 4th RBI of the day, as she is now 3 for 3. And so Leah Rivera giving the Tigers all kind of fits here today. And once again, Pueblo County has taken the lead here in the top of the 4th, 8-7. Rivera, a .324 hitter on the season. She hit her 5th double in this game. She is the team leader in RBI, so even though she hits out of the 7 hole, she just finds a way to hit with runners in scoring position. Popped up behind the plate on the first pitch, and Capro will catch it and put it away for the 3rd out. So that will end the inning. Here, we'll take a timeout. Tigers, they trail it here as we head to the bottom of the 4th on the Erie Tiger Network.
Who's home?
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Caleb Humble here. We roll into the bottom of the and it has been tough sledding defensively for the Tigers.
Yeah, bringing up the top of the lineup, Maddie Vaughn really got things started with a double, but really been kind of tough on defense here.
Maddie flew out to last time up.
Like I said earlier, I think this game is going to come down to the battle of the defenses.
By the way, a new pitcher.
Jacqueline Trujillo.
Oh, yes, that's right. The hair is covering part of the 6, and it kind of looked like a 5 there. So Trujillo, now the new pitcher. Numbers on her over the course of the year. 2.65 ERA in 9 appearances.
Deals, and it's outside there. This Pueblo County outfield really playing deep, respecting the Tigers' power here, trying to keep everything in front of them. Trujillo deals. It's outside for ball 4. Maddie Vaughn on first. Coming up now, Kat Sack.
So Tigers get the leadoff batter aboard. And let's see if they can at least retie this game. Sackett, we've seen her take some good swings. She's in a real battle early in this one. Let's see what she does against Trujillo, as that one is wide. Just from the looks of it, Caleb, I don't know if Trujillo's even pitching quite as hard as Padilla.
No, I'm actually trying to understand why they would take out Padilla here. She was really getting to the Tigers' offense, trying to throw them off. But really, Trujillo is a different pitching change. It's a different speed, but so far she looks like she's not pitching as hard. So if we can glance to the other field, Silver Creek is playing on that field, I believe against, I think, Mullen. And hit a long bomb 2-run home run, make that 8-4.
This one is popped up in the infield and camping underneath it. Second baseman.
Silver Creek, a potential opponent coming into Saturday. If they win out here, they play them. Erie plays them in the semifinals.
So Elise Capra back to the plate. She has singled and then reached on an error by putting it into right. Her second time up. Runner on first. That's Vaughn. So good speed on the bags. With 1 out. Tigers need to find a way to capitalize. It's one thing to give up runs. It's another to not answer. And the Tigers have answered every time. That stymies any momentum that Pueblo County might think they feel.
One down here, 1-1 count for Elise Capra.
Trujillo will settle in. Wheels fires. This one is also lashed foul. A lot of foul balls today for the Tiger offense. Good battling at bats. It feels like at any moment here, someone's going to get a hold of one. We saw Kovitz hit one foul that was certainly long enough. And then she lined out right at the wall, and this one is a towering shot, and it is gone! Elise Capra, a 2-run bomb, gives the Tigers the lead.
That ball was sailing over the wall. There was no doubt about that one. Left fielder was trying to back up against the wall and realize she had no real estate left. That ball sailed over 30 feet over that wall. There was no hope of catching that one. Great hit by Elise Capra there.
Elise Capra, her 4th home run of the year, and the Tigers retake the lead. Gotta love that. Hey, we were just saying, I'm gonna give credit to myself, Caleb, for saying that we were due for a home run. And the next pitch, boom, a home run by Elise Capra. Just incredible. Tiger hitting continues to come through here today, despite a little bit rough outing here defensively. But if you have a rough outing defensively, you want to get it out here in this first game.
Oh, yes. Trying to find those little errors in your defense and make quick adjustments to them. But great adjustment from Elise Capra. Knowing, switching the speeds between Trujillo and Padilla.
So now it is Hannah Hackney to the plate.
See if Hannah can continue this on. Only one out here.
Pitch into Hackney. This one slapped foul. Count now even at 1. And right on cue, Elise Capra, I mean, she had a towering shot. You could tell off the bat that was gone, and the right fielder actually ran into the wall and over it. It's just kind of a mesh netting for a wall. And a lot of times here, the players know how soft it is. There's no really repercussions going too fast unless you get caught in the thighs and flip head over heels. But you'll see a lot of outfielders going for home runs, trying to kind of crash through that wall. Now Hackney hits a laser, but right at center, and put away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Still making good contact, having a lot of great hits coming out of the outfield, so just hopefully put these in better spots. Hannah Hackney with that one. Kara Kovets earlier one to left field. Looked like it might have gone over, but just putting right directly to the outfielders. Still giving us good real estate. Staying back.
Yeah, Kovets has lined to left and popped out to 3rd in her 2 trips today. He said Kovets dealing a little bit here with the sore elbow, but didn't really show any signs of any power that might have been sapped away in that 2nd at bat as she cranked one over the wall but foul, and then one right to the wall.
Yeah, and Kovets, also another senior, is also committed to playing college softball at Adams State in there in Alamosa. Really a great player of this Tiger. Has really developed throughout the years.
That one wide, taken for a ball. Being a little bit careful here is Trujillo to Kovets.
You can also see a little news story on those senior signees on the Erie Tiger Network. Package made out yesterday by yours truly. Little plug there.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you also hit the little bell up in the upper right corner on your desktop or on your phone, you can set up notifications so you'll be notified every time we start a stream.
Two down here. And walks Kara Kovets. That's another one on. With Sloan Kihas coming to the plate. Sloan's been very dangerous today.
For Tiger hitters, that is the first walk of the day. Kihas, she has singled twice and has a couple runs batted in, and now there's going to be a little conference.
We got a pinch runner coming in. Can't seem to make who it is, though.
Yeah, that is not Aaliyah Brand. Can't quite tell who that is.
Fortunate, though, for Keegan Brand early in the season. Right before the season started, broke her arm. And it was unfortunate that she couldn't play. But coming into every single softball tournament game, still part of this team, and if she weren't hurt, she'd most likely be out there right now. A lot of speed.
Coach Simmons kind of mentioned her as one of the surprise players of camp, and it was just unfortunate that she got injured. Here goes the delivery up top. Taking for ball, 1-0 here. Now to Quijas.
17.
Trying to
17.
extend that Tiger lead. By the way, the pinch runner for the Tigers. Well, we're still not sure.
Her number is not on our roster, but see if we can try to make her out for you. Trujillo settles in. Trying to find the right pitch here.
This one fouled back into the screen. Tigers have battled every at-bat here today. They lead it 9-8 in a high-scoring affair. We are still only in the fourth inning here, as there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will do it here in the inning. The Tigers get 2 back on a bomb by Elise Capra. We'll step aside here real quick on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Caleb Humble on the call, as we are now in the 5th inning.
And we have Alyssa Barnett coming in for Megan Loveland.
And I think that's part of the goal. Is to just get Megan,
get her some time to go and change up to Alyssa Barnett, even though Loveland looked like she was settling in a little bit, and see if Alyssa could bring some fire. That one is swung on and missed. 0-1 now for the count.
This one is flared down the line, and that's going to be foul. Actually, for a second there, it looked like that one might turn or stay fair.
Yeah, Weber was going over there really quickly to try to find that one. Now the 0-2. Barnett deals.
That one is golf. That's going to drop in front of Vaughn. She'll cut it off in the gap and quickly get it in. Good job by Vaughn to hold that one to only a single. But another runner aboard here for Pueblo County in the Tigers. That's the 9-hole hitter, McCabe.
And I believe that's her first hit of the game.
Was 0 for 1 before that with a sack bunt. And there now Abby Padilla will come to the plate. Padilla shows bunt and will lay it foul.
Corner's playing very short here, while Morgan Weber.
And there goes the throw to second. They got her! Elise Capra guns the runner. And that's the first out of the inning.
Elise Capra has a great arm. She really shows that off on those before every inning when she gets that throw to second. It's always perfect, right on time, right in the perfect place. So great throw there by Elise Capra.
Pitch low in the dirt. Taken for a ball.
Capra really winning the starting role this past year for playing catcher. Hannah Hackney going for that a couple years ago, but now playing the corners.
This one sliced right at Quijas, gathers, flips it quickly to sack it, and now 2 away. And this could be the first 1-2-3 inning now if the Tigers able to get Mares out here.
Defense looking a little more solid. Now kind of getting the feel for how to field these, getting those balls that are bouncing, seeing how they're bouncing.
This one hit also a Quijas, nice glove, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. So Quijas gets a couple grounders, and Tigers get out of the inning quickly, also thanks to a gun down by Elise Capra. Well, hey Tigers, we have just the smile you're looking for. Dr. Damon Carroll and his team of professionals work together to provide you with the highest standard of orthodontic care tailored to meet your individual needs and desires. We offer a full range of services for patients of all ages, including children, teens, and adults. For more information, head to carawayortho.com. Well, Caleb, a lot of seniors on this team. It kind of seemed, though, like they're still a little bit nervous, at least defensively. Sometimes that's where the nerves really kind of show up, and it seems like maybe they've settled down a little bit.
Yeah, even being a senior, those nerves don't go away. Speaking from an athlete playing a fall sport and playing all these regional and state tournaments, people assume that you really kind of get used to it, and really it's you don't, and you gotta just learn how to deal with that kind of pressure and that kind of nerves. But looks like they're settling in here, finding how to play Tiger softball instead of running what Pueblo County's doing on them.
So here we go. Bottom of the 5th. First pitch swung at and hit right back to the pitcher, and Jade Phillips will be victim number 1 here in the inning.
That'll bring up Katie Hunter. Big burst of speed for these Tigers when you get on base. Deals and is low and outside there for ball 1.
Hunter doubled and singled in 2 runs, then was caught stealing. See if she can go 3 for 3 here. One upstairs. Good frame job, but just too wide.
And the catcher's been doing a good job of really not letting any balls go past. It's only one time where Tigers took advantage and advanced the runners to second and third, but really did a good job shaping it.
By the way, we're trying to track down anyway some 4A scores.
Silver Creek is now winning 10-5 in their game in the 5th inning. Looks like they're in the top of the 5th. And that is a strike there on Katie Hunter. That's a 3-1 count. No one on, one out. Deals. And is outside for ball 4. Katie Hunter aboard. Bringing up Morgan Weber.
Weber. Will take, and there goes the runner and thrown out again. So Hunter, 2 steals, 2 caught stealings, 2 steal attempts.
Now 2 down, no one on.
By the way, Pueblo Central leads Air Academy 4-0 in the third. That's also a 4A score.
Our own Kyle Cooper is going to go check out a different field.
This one is sliced down the line. That's going to drop fair.
For Morgan Weber.
And so Morgan Weber on with a 2-out single. That'll put the dangerous part of the lineup back up for the Tigers.
Got Maddie Vaughn coming up. Leadoff hitter, 1 on.
Vaughn has doubled and flown out to right. Delivery wide for a ball. By the way, Valor now leads 7-0 in the 6th inning as they take on Ponderosa. Valor and Kilponen only allowed 11 runs all season long. Silver Creek leads Conifer 9-4 in the 4th, or at least that was 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, that score now is 10-5, and that is in the top of the 5th.
Those are your scores for round 4A. There'll be a set of games take place around 12:30, and then we will have the next broadcast if Erie can hold on here in advance. They lead at 9-8 here, bottom of the 5th. Maddie Vaughn still the batter. Pitch high and wide, and they're being careful to Vaughn.
3-1 now, Maddie Vaughn. 2 down. You're going to need that 2-out spark.
Maddie Vaughn has been so solid since she has been inserted into this Tiger lineup. And she will swing through that one, a big swing. 512 batting average for Maddie Vaughn on the year. 47 plate appearances. She has 21 hits. She has scored 22 runs. So she is just a run-scoring machine. And then on top of that, she has 7 extra base hits. She will slap that one foul. Right back to the backstop.
We just got a notice that one of our outfield cameras, the follow the action, is now out of battery, so we still have Cody Yop there replacing Kyle Cooper on the third baseline, and we still have the outfield camera, which you're looking at now.
That one too tall for Vaughn, and so Vaughn walks, and they actually threw. Don't know why the catcher threw, and she did, and she threw it over the head of the second baseman on a walk. It wouldn't have even been an out, and now the runner goes up to third in Weber.
That's just a mindless mistake. It looks like the first mistake that this catcher has really made this game. She's been solid all game, throwing great throws back to second base, but that one's just over the head, and we can understand why she threw that, because Weber is just advancing to go to the next bag.
Now Kat Sackett, she has singled twice already and then popped out to second. She singled into left or into right, and then the right fielder made an error, and that allowed a run to score in the first. And then she hit an RBI single in the second.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
She's going to rip this one. It's gone. Oh, this is way over our heads. Holy cow. Kat Sackett, a 3-run bomb, gives the Tigers a 12-8 lead.
I just got goosebumps from that one. Seeing that ball go over there was no chance that you're getting that one. That was about 10 feet from the baseball fence. frame of reference, the baseball fence is 310 feet.
Yeah, that one was hit at least 290. Oh my goodness. And that was gone the moment it was hit. Now the scoreboard finally corrected, but a 4-run lead now here for Erie.
And I think we are going to have a pitching change.
And we will. So we are going to catch our breath here, figure out who this new pitcher is. We'll be back in a moment here on the Erie Tiger Network. Call there, and you heard everything.
Bringing out our inner Mark Johnson from CU Boulder.
That's right. Well, hey, we're excited. That was a huge, colossal hit, and not only in context, but literally that thing, I mean, flew over our head by a good 40 feet, as now Hannah Hackney will come to the plate here against the new pitcher for Pueblo County. And that is Morgan Pantaleo. Take a look at the numbers here. Pantaleo, this is her 15th appearances. She has a 5.71 ERA, 1-0 on the year. And man, these Tiger hitters, they've already put 12 runs on the two best pitchers for Pueblo County, as this one is laced but foul down the line by Hannah Hackney.
A correction, I think Hannah's up on deck in there, so we have Elise Capra up there.
Beg your pardon, Elise Capra, the other home run hitter here today.
These home runs today aren't in any doubt from these Tigers, so really trying to. That one sliced there.
Man,
first base.
Yeah, Elise Capra's was pretty big, but it was more high than anything. And that one probably went about 270 or so. Man, Kat Sackett. I put that one at about 290, like Kyle Cooper said. That landed about 20 feet short of the actual fence behind us, and it's 310 down the line, so it's a little deeper, you got to imagine, as you go towards center. Sorry if you can hear the wind a little bit. It's picked up here. As Capra continues to battle. Man, this Tiger team just continues to slug home runs they have all year long. They now have 23 home runs on the season, and this is their 22nd game played.
That is insane numbers there. I believe I looked on Max Preps last time that the average home runs per team is about 8 per season. And Tigers there with 23. It's a great number. 3-2 count now for Capra with 2 outs, no one on. Tigers still leading 12-8.
Pantaleo will fire, and this one chopped foul again.
Capra battling here.
And these Tigers, one thing's for sure, they have grinded out every at-bat here today. It has been a foul ball marathon. Again, this one is struck well. That one is going to be gone to deep center. Another homer, Elise Capra.
That That one had no doubt either. That one is 10 feet from the center of the baseball home run fence. So Elise Capper here showing some power, really settling in, showing that any pitcher you put up against this Tigers team, you're going to take advantage.
And Elise Capra has now hit home runs number 4 and 5 on the season. Karakovitz the leader with 8. Kat Sackett has 4. Hannah Hackney has 5. Now Capra with 5. And we talked about the power, and it is in full display. Fun if you're a Tiger fan. Maybe not so fun if you're an opposing pitcher, as that top of the lineup can strike at any time. 1 through 5 can all leave the yard with some consistency too. And then 6 through 9 can hit it pretty well as that one is drilled and foul. Hannah Hackney gave it a ride but turned it foul.
That one going against the wind too, so still, that was a great hit from Hannah Hackney going over the fence by about 20 feet. Hackney trying to find the middle ground there.
Always felt that these fences were maybe a little shallow for a state tournament, but regardless, I don't think it matters which softball park you put it in, as this one is drilled to center, and it's gone again! Back-to-back home runs for the Tigers, and this time it's Hannah Hackney.
That one now is same yardage as Elise Capra, is about 10 feet away. This is insane offensive stuff here from your Erie Tigers. Hannah Hackney now joining the club of the home runs.
It's a home run derby here in Aurora. 4th home run of the day for the Tigers, and they have widened that lead now 14-8.
Bringing up Karakovitz, now another dangerous player.
Could the Tigers go 4 dingers in a row?
And just to clarify, all of those home runs came out with 2 outs in this inning, so the 2-out rally for these Tigers is really something you got to think about.
Kara has lined to left, popped out to third, and walked, so she's due for some kind of hit.
Peter Brooks there on her own camera crew.
This one is lifted in the infield, and it is mishandled, and it landed fair. That was hit over the third baseman head, who was playing pretty far in, and she couldn't make the Willie Mays catch. So we'll give Kara a single on that one. And the Tigers continue to thump the ball with 2 outs. That'll bring Sloan Kihas to the plate.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, Peter Brooks there on our own camera crew getting a little workout in, trying to retrieve those home runs.
This one fouled straight back to the screen. Kihas on the year, a .377 hitter. She has 5 extra base hits. No home runs to her credit, though.
See if she can get her first one here. Still got a lot of power.
It feels like they're relentless. Feels like they're not going to stop. That's why I think we keep looking for another.
I mean, the more the merrier. Sloan, a junior on this team, just a few juniors. Really going to be leading this team next year.
This one hit on the right side, up to the right fielder, and a 2-out single. So now the Tigers have batted around the order, and Jade Phillips will bat again. She grounded out to the pitcher to start the inning in what has turned out to be a fantastic inning.
Although it's been the same inning, seems like forever ago since we've seen Jade Phillips. All the excitement of all those home runs coming in. Now we got runners on first and second, 2 outs. In the bottom of the 5th.
And Phillips will take that one for a strike.
1-1.
Delivery. That one just a bit high, I think. the Tigers have really provided themselves some insurance runs here. This one swung on and missed by Phillips.
1-2. 2-2 count.
Tigers a 6-run lead, and it feels like they've been trailing most of the game. This has kind of felt that way, and now they have fully taken this game into their control.
Looks like Phillips gets a little head start before she goes. A lot of these Tiger girls go for the power, while Phillips goes for the running start, trying to get one chopping and try to get to beat the Rotas first.
Delivery is low.
That'll bring up a full count for Phillips.
Big pitch here for Pantalo, and that one is hit past the second baseman. 1 run will score. Going from first to third is Quijas, and Jade Phillips with a single. So the hit parade continues.
Now 15-8 to your Erie Tigers.
6 hits in the game for Erie.
Gotta bring up Katie Hunter now. Katie with a double early on in this game. See if she can get a nice one out here.
That one hits the leg of Hunter, and so now she will walk down to first. So a hit by pitch.
Strong kiddo there. Looked like she almost got hit in the ankle. Bring up Morgan Weber with bases loaded.
By the way, Hunter represents the game-ending run on first. Remember, the Tigers came into this inning trailing 8-7. They now lead it 15-8. As Weber took for a ball. 1-0 pitch to Weber. Up top, 2-0. Wind has picked up a little bit here as the day kind of goes on. It's blowing out toward right. And that ball gets past the catcher, and now the tying run moves up to second, and another run scores from third, and so now it's 16-8. So the Tigers might end up 10-running Pueblo County even after surrendering 8 runs. And there's a walk now to Weber, and that'll bring Maddie Vaughn to the plate. Maddie Vaughn has walked twice, doubled, and flown out to right. And they're going to huddle up as a team here. Well, Pueblo County. Well, fans, are you looking to get your wisdom teeth removed or have other facial surgical needs? Put your trust into Dr. Eugene King at Aspen Oral and Facial Surgery. Our vision at Aspen Oral and Facial is to improve the lives of our patients by providing the most highly skilled surgical care in an honest, warm, and caring environment. Check them out online today at aspenoralsurgery.com. And Dr. Eugene King, a friend of the Erie Tiger Network for sure. I know Mr. Russell Fox got his wisdom teeth removed with Dr. King. Well, here we go. Maddie Vaughn back to the top of the order. She could end the game with 1 swing of the bat, as that one is low and inside. Tigers, 3 home runs in the inning, 6 hits overall. They've had a couple walks, hit by a pitch, and this was all after the first 2 runners got out. Jade Phillips grounded to the pitcher, and then Katie Hunter was caught stealing.
Twice. Well, not in that situation, but she was caught stealing twice.
Delivery fouled.
It's nice to see this Tigers team really take advantage of the new pitching coming in and getting on base and getting the runs and being more comfortable. I haven't seen Alyssa Barnett in a long time.
Their delivery. This one is skied in toward the catcher, and I don't Yep, she did make the catch. So Tigers won't end the game, but what a huge inning. 9 runs in all for the Tigers. They now lead it 16-8. We're going to catch our breath here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You finally got the one of Maya. know with that game.
By the way, I apologize, you YouTube listeners. You missed a couple hits. I had the audio switch to just our music and forgot to switch it back. So I apologize for that. You're watching on the NFHS network. CASA rules mandate that we have to pay a fee to broadcast on any non-NFHS network, and so far cheaper to do audio than TV by quite a bit. In fact, over 9 times cheaper. Really, actually, more than that. So that's why we are doing audio today. We may pay for the rights to do YouTube for the championship should Erie get there, but we'll still have a long way to go till that point. Still got to get through this one, but looking good. Tigers doubling up Pueblo County right now, 16-8.
Barnett getting a strikeout last batter, so trying to settle in here.
4 home runs in the game for the Tigers, and I don't even know where to begin on how to research last time Erie had something like that happen.
Yeah, it's just crazy how just you have those top hitters coming up to each other and right next to each other and having a new pitcher coming in that inning, so really taking advantage of that.
The Tigers have hit 2 home runs in a game several times this year. In fact, 7 different times. They have not even hit 3 home runs in a game this year, including that 20-0 win over George Washington. They hit 2 in that. You go back to last year when the Tigers went 24-1. We can bring those up. They did hit 3 home runs in a game twice, once against Sequoia, Oklahoma, and once against Windsor. And then I definitely don't remember a time they hit 4 home runs in a game. I'm looking all the way back to 2015 now. In fact, still don't.
Barnett deals, and now a 1-1 count.
We hit 3 against Frederick that year in a 7-8 loss. That was our first game of the year that we went out and broadcasted.
Cather having a little meeting with Barnett, trying to see if she can get through this inning with bases loaded. A little high. Now for a 2-1. Trying to see to get out of this inning and really trying to finish this game off.
All right, I found it. As that one is dribbled onto first in time as Quijas gets the out.
Just making the smart play there. A little too deep to tag the runner, going to second base, but good smart play. No, they get 1 run, but now have not a runner on first, you got runners second and third, but just making sure you get that out.
So if you go back to 2014, the Tigers hit 8 home runs all year, but they hit 5 in the same game against Falcon in a 15-5 victory.
That is crazy.
And that was October 17th, 2014. So that was the last time the Tigers had hit 4 in a game. In fact, they hit 5. As that one is pulled down the line fair, that's going to score 2 runs here for Pueblo County. And Pueblo County still keeping those bats going and trying to stay in this one. This is a high-scoring affair.
Up to here, Silver Creek has just ended up winning. Now advancing to the quarterfinals against Valor Christian.
By the way, in that game against Falcon, it was sophomore Rio Sanchez. She hit 2 home runs, and Katie Kovitz also hit 2 home runs as well. And then Rachel Natal, the senior, hit 1.
That ball chopped foul there.
Going deep into the archives for that one, Caleb.
Yeah. Not bad to look back on some of the great Tiger teams that's gone through this high school. Barnett deals. Low in the dirt. Ball 1.
Good block by Capra. That kept the runner down there second. And then it actually got away after she initially blocked it. Runner didn't move. Obviously, if you're Pueblo at this point, you don't want to run into any outs. You need hits to stay in this game.
Yeah, only one out here for the Tigers.
This game close to zeroing in on 2 hours played, and we're not even through the top of the 6th. A marathon.
That ball in there for a strike. 1 and 2 count. 1 out. Runner on second. Barnett deals. This one chopped. Weber mishandles it. Gets to the outfield. Runner is going to score. Coming into second. And is out.
And they will say the run did score at the plate before the tag. So, few runs plated, 3 of them in the inning. It's 16-11. We will head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Oh my God, I gotta throw something.
Welcome back in Erie Tiger Network as Kat Sackett will lead things off, and she will lace a single to start the inning.
Good start.
So Sackett, who homered her last time up, began the barrage of homers. Picks up right where she left off, and she's had a dandy day. 4-hit day now for Sackett, including that home run. She has 4 RBIs on the day. And now, how about the 2-time Big Bopper today, Elise Capra? And Capra will take that one inside. Man, I tell you what, if there's ever time to get hot going into a weekend, now is that time in the Tigers. You know, the one thing is the pitching a little bit on the slow side maybe for what Erie is used to, and they've adjusted and they've started thumping bombs as this one hit back up the middle, and so back-to-back singles.
Some of these bounces are really hard to feel. I mean, kind of giving credit to Pueblo County. I mean, it was a big chopper, but the second bounce really didn't bounce at all, so the shortstop really couldn't judge it that well. So, I mean, good batting here for the Tigers, trying to close this thing out, even though it's only now a 4-run. It's actually 16-12, a correction. But trying to get this offense going and trying to keep this as wide as possible.
Hackney skies it right back to the catcher, and it falls in front of her and then rolls, and unfortunately, because it was in the infield, Sackett was thrown out at third as the first baseman picked it up and fired across the diamond.
And they say Hannah Hackney is now out too. I believe maybe for an interference.
And the call is an infield fly, and the problem was Sackett did not need to go. I think Coach Simmons may be talking with the umpire saying, hey, you never called the infield fly rule, so my player didn't know that she could stay. Because you got to call the infield fly. Either way, you run at your own risk. But Coach Simmons not happy now. 2 down on the double play. So Hackney out on the infield fly rule, Sackett out going to third, and now 2 outs. And so what turns out to be a miscue by the catcher turns into a double play as Garakovitz comes to the plate.
Takes strike 1. Elise Capra now on second base.
Well, the dangerous thing is Pueblo County's bats still haven't quiet. They're within 4. This one hit back up the middle by Kovitz, past a diving second baseman. Here comes the runner to the plate. They're going to cut it off, and Kovitz will stay at first. An RBI single for Kara Kovitz. Widens the lead again, back to 5.
17-12. Again, 2 outs. The dangerous part of the lineup already calling out, but see if these other players in this lineup on the lower side can really grind out some hits and hopefully get on base for these power hitters to come back up.
Delivery. This one is flared toward the fence, and making a nice catch at the fence was the Pueblo County first baseman. One hand on the fence, the other snagged the ball, and that will do it here in the inning. The Tigers get 1 back. We'll step aside again here real quick on the Erie Tiger Network.
Boom.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, as Erie making sure that we're working here. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Erie leads it as we head to the top of the 7th. Last chance for this Pueblo County team. Now the scoreboard behind us only showing 16-12.
They changed it. They got 17.
All right, well,
Just in the nick of time. We got a new pitcher in here for the Tigers. Big crowd for this 7th inning with some of the games ending, and trying to see the end of this one.
and I got to be honest, I think this might be Armstrong, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I've seen this pitcher for the Tigers this year. We'll see if we can't send Peter Brooks to go ask one of the Tiger parents who this pitcher is for Erie. Seems a little embarrassing for us, not knowing our own pitcher, but
I think she got brought up from JV to here for pitching, because the roster right now we usually mostly have Megan Loveland and Alyssa Barnett coming up, but nice to have some other pitchers coming up, so not on the Max Preps roster. They're swung on and missed for a strike. Look at a 2-2 count. Tigers trying to close it out here in the 7th inning. Outside there for ball 3. Full count now. Wind kind of picking up here. And that is outside. The scoreboard was wrong, and now they changed it back to now I believe it's a 3-2.
didn't bring my umpire clicker today, Caleb.
And that's ball 4 there.
Well, last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff batter, and so he's got to be careful here. Pueblo County only within 5 runs. We've seen Pueblo County light up the scoreboard on a few separate occasions here today.
Yeah, they still have their bats rolling, so they need to be careful here.
Pitch is hit right at Quijas, and she'll settle underneath to put it away for out number 1. So Quijas makes the makes the nice play, and now 1 away with 1 on here. Pueblo County down to their last 2 outs.
Tigers looking down to turn 2. Try to get a quick double play to end this game here.
As we checked, Pueblo Central was leading Air Academy. That would be, the Tigers would play the winner of that game. And we'll see if we can't track down a score for you.
Air Academy, a great team. Erie played them last year in the quarterfinals. Good pitch there, but just a bit outside. Nice little change up.
That game is slated for a 2:30 start time, but this one already run over. We kind of mentioned that to some people. Hey, sometimes with state softball, you never know when your games will start. This game may be one of the longest of the season so far for the Tigers. As you might imagine, a 29-run affair would be. So high it took me a second to add the numbers together. Oh, goodness.
On a beautiful day like this, I want to do some math here. 3-2 count with 1 out. And it's fouled off. Right side.
We just saw a tweet from Cannon Casey that said all eyes on Erie Pueblo County now, as the final other 3A game is that one hit up the middle and safe at second. Weber backhanded it on the second base side, tried to get to the bag at second before the runner and couldn't. So now 2 on. But the final, Pueblo Central beat Air Academy 7-3.
That is surprising, even though Air Academy was a 5 seed over a 12. Air Academy being the 12 seed, but Air Academy is still a great team.
One wide. Pueblo County here still battling the Hornets. Silver Creek final, by the way, that was a 16-6 win over Conifer.
I believe that was a 10-run in the 5th inning. What? And we got our own Peter Brooks here. Natalie Maggart here pitching for our Tigers. Sorry we didn't have her on our Max Preps roster, but
Maggart listed actually as number 8 on the Max Preps roster, only a freshman.
Wearing number 7 right here. Swung on and missed. Maggart now with a 2-2 count. Runners at first and second, 1 out.
This one sliced down the line. That's going to drop fair. Kovitz will have to pick it up off the wall. 1 run will score for Pueblo County. And now the lead for Erie cut to 4.
Tigers really need to settle in here. It's kind of what happened in the regional championship, our regional game against Holy Family, and Tigers had a 6-run lead, and Holy Family came back with 3 runs in that last inning, so need to be careful here. Taken low for ball 1. Maggart mishandles, but no runners advance.
Erie just needs those 2 more outs. Pitching and defense have struggled today for the Tigers, but their hitting has been stellar. Hitting from both teams actually pretty good, but the Tigers have flexed their muscles and displayed some power.
Maggart there a little high on that one. That one in for a strike.
We're starting to cook a little bit out here. It's a nice, warm day. We're in late October.
Now it's 3-2 count for Maggart. Again, no clouds in the sky, a little bit of wind. They picked up a little bit earlier. That one swung on and missed. 2 down, 1 out to go for this Tigers to advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, Maggart located that well, put it on the outside. Batter chased and well, needed a punch out there. And so now you can breathe a little bit more if you're a Tiger fan.
That one fouled off for strike 1.
That was a really good off-speed pitch that time from Maggart. Got Pantaleo way out on her front foot, and then she barely nipped that one foul.
Good pitch there from Maggart, just a bit outside, 1-1.
Outfield playing fairly deep here. Don't want to let anything go over their heads. Want to limit any damage. Call it no doubles defense as the corners hug the line. That one is dropped out there into right field. And Kovitz will pick it up, and a single scores another run. So just as count was in Maggart's favor, just kind of a little slicer over the head of Kat Sackett. And so the game narrowing down 17-14 with the tying run at the plate.
But now you have a forced out at first and second now for Erie, so a little bit more leeway if it goes anywhere. Good pitch there by Maggart for strike 1.
One thing is you cannot always rely on your hitting to carry you game in and game out. Tigers have got to find a way to limit in this tournament teams and their run scoring abilities.
Yeah, although Tigers have a great offensive show here today, like I said, beginning of the game, it's battle the defenses here, trying to see who's going to make the least amount of mistakes.
Maggart's off-speed pitch they'll call high as that one dropped near the zone. Big pitch here for Maggart. She will fire. And that one just misses wide. Tiger fans, I think, thought that one touched the corner. And did they call it a strike? 2-2.
I believe they did.
Oh, this umpire never signaled. 2-2. Touches. No, almost the same location.
That looked almost exactly the same place. Now full count here, 2 outs. Runners on the corners.
Full count pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and the Tigers win it by a final score of 17-14. It was a wild one that included 3 home runs back to back to back and a 4th earlier by Capra. She had a 2 home run day. The Tigers put 17 on the board. We are going to wrap things up here as the Tigers are victorious. And then we're going to break our broadcast set down, find out which field the Tigers are going to play on, and then we'll set up on that respective field. But the Tigers, they win it here one more time, 17-15. Join us at about 2:30 for game number 2 here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Cody.